more decluttering to be done. So I just realised I was going to have to very quickly make a declutter video before I posted, because I've sold a couple of things already which I had in a bundle, and I then realised that they hadn't been in any of my declutter videos, so I thought I better get them done. This is not one of them. I haven't listed this one yet. This is Jean Arthur's Tea Time at Paris Pavlova, as you can see. Lovely box. So this is a lovely strawberry perfume that just doesn't really work for me, just because, to be honest, I don't really like strawberry perfumes very much. I kind of struggle to wear them. I don't find them particularly easy, even though everyone else in my home thought this was very beautiful and lovely and yummy. I just wasn't comfortable, and every time I've tried it, I just don't feel comfortable. And not because it's not a nice perfume, but like I said, just strawberry doesn't work for me. So this, I think, smells like strawberry jam sprinkled with some meringue and a little dollop of cream on the side. That's kind of the vibe of this. It's more of a strawberry jam than it is like a strawberry milkshake, if you see what I mean, but it's still really nice. It's kind of, it may be slightly in the realm of Burberry Her, but I think much nicer personally, because I find that one a bit like cloying and sickly, whereas this one, it's just not really my thing. But it is pretty. Someone else is going to absolutely love this perfume, but there's no point in me having a 100ml bottle of it when I'm not going to wear it. So Pavlova from Jean Arthur's is going to hopefully go to another home. And then we have the Lonvins. So these are the ones that have already sold. This is Water Lily and this is Sunny Magnolia. So they are both beautiful boxes, beautiful bottles. When I first reviewed them, I got the original three. There's one now that's been released that's called Jasmine, but I've never seen it for sale anywhere. And also I wouldn't be buying anything that's like a jasmine perfume personally, because I don't really like jasmine. But so Water Lily, when I first got it, I did say straight away it wasn't really my kind of thing. It was a bit too sharp for me, a bit too floral. It's got that kind of sort of detergenty, clean, soapy, sharp, shampooy white flowers things going on with a bit of fruit. And, you know, I can smell it and it's totally pretty. I just can't wear it. It's just not one that I can wear. So there's no point in me keeping it, even though absolutely gorgeous bottle and a lovely set. Now, Sunny Magnolia is one that I wanted to be able to wear because there is something magical about this. But see, when I sniff it from the bottle, it smells incredible. It smells like... It sort of smells a bit like fruit juice, like a kind of apricot-y fruit juice. Beautiful, really beautiful. Like if you can imagine a kind of slightly florally, yummy fruit juice. But the dry down of it is just straight laundry powder. Like it really smells like well, to be honest, like a carpet freshener. It has that same kind of vibe that, what's it called? Signature, the original Signature by Mont Blanc. It has that same kind of feel about it, that some people love it, some people can't bear it. So I feel like Signature was one for me that I kind of enjoyed it, but at the same time I did get a bit of that kind of shake and vac vibe about the kind of musk in it, and I wonder if this has the same kind of musk. Oh, but it's honestly a tragedy. If I could find something that smelt like this when you first spray it without what this turns into in the dry down, I'd be very happy. Maybe I'll have to go and have a look and see what this has been compared to, just in case I can find something that fits the bill. But yeah, I mean, they're both little 50 mils. They're both lovely. They're just not for me. I've kept the I think it's called Blue Orchid, because that one suits me. I think it's really nice. It's kind of the right level of kind of sweet and kind of flowery, a little bit of iris, but it's just very pretty. It's a nice iris perfume, but these two sadly just not working for me. So this is this is a partial bottle. This is a discontinued perfume from Burberry called Burberry Brit Red. I got this one on eBay. I was just really interested to try it, and it wasn't like, it was pretty cheap. Whoever was selling it was just sort of selling it like a regular partial bottle of something. So I snapped it up because I wanted to try it. And I I can't get along with this. It has, without the, if you imagine without the root beer vibe, it's got a little bit of a feel of something like Hypnotic Poison. It has that very sweet, powdery, kind of almost almondy feel, even though this is supposed to be like vanilla and rhubarb, I think, in the main. It's got a kind of warm spice. It is slightly Christmassy. It's just the kind of sweet, powdery, vanillic perfume that I find very, very like cloying. So it's not one that I can deal with at all. No, it's right from the thing. It gives me exactly the same kind of feels that Hypnotic Poison does, which is it's really not my kind of perfume. But I know other people love this, so I will be putting this on eBay so that anyone in the UK, if you're interested in getting your hands on this, I am going to put this little partial bottle up for a decent, affordable price. Let's see, what else have we got? Oh, this one's kind of heartbreaking. Let's have a quick smell. Yeah, it's really sad. So this is one of my perfumes from my Victoria Minya set, and this is Victoria Minya Hedonist Rose. Interestingly, everyone in America says hedonist, but I've always said hedonist, so I went and had a look, and I think both pronunciations are actually correct, and one is like more British and one is more American, but yeah, I was just finding that interesting. But anyway, I digress. So this is from the set. This one I was really excited about, but then when I got it, it has that tar smell in the dry down, and actually all of the Victoria Minya Absolutes, they have that as well. So I can't wear this. I think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful rose perfume with a white wine note that is just so, and it's got, I think it's got cloves in it as well, so there is a slight warmth. It's so pretty, and I'm so sad that it has that dry down, because I used to find this, like I have a sample of it, and I used to find it very delicate, very pretty. It smelled kind of pink and rosy, but slightly warm. It was light and lovely. But now I can smell it in the sample now as well. My nose just, once I started noticing that tar, like synthetic musk smell, that was it. Finished. Now everything it's in. So actually I have another one. This one's going on eBay as well. And then this one's going to have to go too, because when I first got this, I thought it was lovely, and I have like a tiny little dent in it because when I first got it, I was like, I love it, I need to wear it a lot. And now it's got that in the dry down. There it is, the tar smell. I can't smell it from the cap, but it smells like I want it to smell when I sniff it from here. But on my skin, when it dries down, tar, proper tar. And it's too tarry for me to be able to enjoy it or wear it. It's just so gutted, because this is basically blackcurrant and marshmallow, and it is absolutely scrumptious. And I really want to be able to wear it. I'm finding it really difficult to find these kind of fluffy sweet perfumes that don't have that don't have the tar. Like all of the Ariana Grande ones have it, and every perfume I've smelt that smells a little bit like those perfumes, like this one for instance, all have it, all of them. So Festival Night by Hollister, you have broken my heart. So sad. Oh my goodness, it's just a delicious fluffy marshmallow blackcurrant from the thingy, but ugh. All right. And then I was already thinking I'd get rid of this. It came in a bundle of Lush things, but there's something. So this is Tropical Fruit from Lush, and this one, I think this is the smell and the scent that used to be called Jungle from Lush, and they used to, I don't know if anyone remembers, they had like a hard conditioner called Jungle, and they had some other products called Jungle. It's that scent. Now this is something that I find fascinating. I know it's ylang ylang, but there's some real, I don't know if it's oak moss or what it is in this, I can't remember, but there's a real humid jungle smell about it. Tropical Fruit is a stupid name. I don't know that there's even any fruit in this. doesn't really smell particularly fruity. Jungle makes much more sense, but it's, if you can see, lovely colour, but it's just too, I mean, it is too green and humid for me. That's just how it is. It's like, if you know what Eden from Cacharel smells like, if you can imagine that without the kind of cloying synthetic sickliness, that's what this smells like. It has that same tone of being like, I mean, Eden kind of, I mean, I guess there is a fruitiness to it, but Eden like smells like a humid jungle with rotting fruits in it. That's kind of what Eden smells like to me, but it's very incredibly sweet. And I mean, I find it slightly powdery and overpowering, but at the same time I find it quite enthralling, but I can't wear it. And I feel like that about this. I can't wear this. It's actually beautiful, and every time I sniff it I think maybe I should keep it, but when I've tried to put it on my skin I don't enjoy it. So there's no point in me keeping it, because, you know, you can only get these in sets normally. If I'm not going to wear it, there's no point in me having it. So while we're on the subject of Lush, I'm also going to sell 29 High Street, because I really wanted to smell this one. I was really interested in it. It's really hard to get. I think you can only buy it in the Pool store, or this was like a kitchen exclusive one that came with, you know, the monthly boxes you can get. I just don't love it. And if I'm going to, I mean, this kind of, if you can almost imagine, it smells like an actual bubble bar. Not so much like a bath bomb. It's not quite as harsh as like a bath bomb. Not that bath bombs smell harsh when they're in a bath, but if you were going to actually have a perfume that smells like a bath bomb, it's going to smell like citric acid and like, you know, baking soda. And, you know, you wouldn't want to actually smell like a bath bomb. But this smells a bit like one of their bubble bars, you know. So there is a real kind of Lush product smell about it, as it should be, because it's supposed to smell like a Lush shop. So it has that, but it also has like a touch of American Cream and a touch of Amelie May, and like I mean, I'm just trying to think, so like maybe just a hint of Karma, and then, you know, it's got all of these smells going on. And the overall effect of it is just not to my taste. Like, you know, I'd rather just wear American Cream. I just honestly, or I'd rather wear one of my other Lush perfumes that I think I know smells to me like Lush, but isn't trying to smell like the actual shop, you know? And like I said, this one's quite hard to come by, so I would rather someone have it who really, really wants it, and I'm not going to wear it, so there's no point in me keeping it. So that one also can go. As you can see, that one's actually really quite full, but it just didn't work out for me. And then we have, this is a partial bottle of Escape by Calvin Klein. Still quite a lot in here. This one for me is just a headache in a bottle. I understand why people like it. From like sniffing it from the cap, it smells almost exactly like Sunflowers by Elizabeth Arden, but it dries down to smell, I think, a little bit more vintage. It's a bit stronger. And there is just a sharp note in this that does not work on my skin. It was just, like I said, just like an instant headache. So it's not one I'm going to wear. There's no point in me keeping it. I'd rather like put it up for nice and cheap, so someone can, who either likes it or just wants to try it, can get a bottle of Escape by Calvin Klein. But yeah, it just didn't work out for me. I much prefer Sunflowers. I tried with this. I love Aqua Colonias, but this is pomelo and sea salt. It's actually quite sexy. It's really nice, but the salt just gives me a headache. It just gives me a headache. I thought I'd be able to get away with it, but even from the cap, the salt is way too strong for me in this. Beautiful bottle, beautiful scent. Even though it's pomelo, so it's like grapefruit, it's not like too strong, and it's not too sharp. Even though it's pomelo, which is obviously like grapefruit, this isn't too sharp. It's kind of tart when you first spray it, and you get a lot of salt and you get a lot of that tartness. But then the more it dries down, the more it smells like a kind of slightly sweetened grapefruit juice. with salty, musky skin. Really gorgeous, but it just don't work for me. The salt is just way too strong. And I would offer this to my husband, which I might do to just see if he likes it, because it did smell very sexy on him, but it was really salty on him. Yeah, so hopefully I can pass this on, because you can only get these from Europe. You have to get them shipped over to the UK. But yeah, if you like salty perfumes, highly recommend it. I just tend to get headaches from salty perfumes. It's happened a number of times before. So next up we have Dawn from the Lovely Collection by Sarah Jessica Parker. Now, I really like this perfume, don't get me wrong. I'm not decluttering this one because I don't like it. I'm decluttering it because I have a 10ml, I think it's a rollerball. It's a rollerball or a spray, I can't remember. But I've got 10ml of it. And I really don't need this massive 100ml bottle because, I mean, back when I was getting these, I didn't have quite such a big collection, and I don't have room to have all these massive bottles of perfumes that I only wear like once a year. So this, though, if you like a sort of, I mean, Dawn is the perfect word. It's like dew, you know? It's like actual dew. It's really green at first, kind of leafy, almost grassy. And then it just dries down into this lovely, perfectly sweetened, ethereal, floral perfume. I think this has got like violet leaf and stuff, but I never think it really smells like that. I think this smells more like kind of like maybe Angelica, that kind of scent. You know, it's got like this really pretty, gentle white floral, but it's not at all screechy. It's never going to give you a headache, this one. When you first spray it, definitely smells a bit more green, but it's like super, super pretty, and I really, really like this, but I just don't need this massive bottle. I have like a small sample of it, and then I have the 10ml, so I'm keeping hold of both of those, and I'm just going to pass on this big bottle. But I do think this is gorgeous. This is one that I would definitely recommend. I think it's a fabulous perfume, like really, really nice. But yeah, it's just massive. I just don't need this big bottle. I got overexcited, you know, because I got it on such a good deal, but it's just taking up a lot of space, you know. So last for this particular declutter is Elizabeth Arden Provocative Woman. So this is just a pen spray. And this one I actually quite like the smell of, but it doesn't sit very well on my skin. So this is like an interesting perfume. It's quite unusual. It smells, I feel like it's weird because it's like there's an element of Lanvin's Oxygen going on here to me, but it's also really fruity, and it's got tea in it, and it's like there's a lot of notes though. There's a lot going on. It's like it also has a very slight vibe of Black Orchid to me. So Tom Ford Black Orchid, which is kind of powdery and dark and sweet, but this one's like if you can imagine Black Orchid, but like super fruity and a little bit fresher, like a summer version almost of Black Orchid. It gives me that feel. And I think it's really pretty. I like this one. Like from smelling it from here, I'm like, why are you getting rid of this? But on my skin, for some reason, there's something in this that goes a bit sharp. And when it's on my skin, it just has this like really sharp tone to it that's kind of like needles me, you know, and it's just like irritating to me. So yeah, Provocative Woman. It's for a sexy lady. And yeah, so that one, I gave it a go, but it didn't work out for me. But I can totally see why other people might really like Provocative Woman. I do think it's like a really pretty, quite grown-up smelling perfume, and you can get it for an absolute steal. But yeah, so that is my little declutter. I'll be putting this stuff up onto eBay. The Lanvin ones, I'm afraid, are already sold, but in case anyone's interested, I will be putting these up on my eBay. I have a link to my eBay account, to my seller page, I should say, not to my account. I have that in my about section on YouTube, so you can follow the link, but I'll put it down below as well in case any of you are like, why are you selling that? Give it to me. So yeah, I hope that this was enjoyable. Don't take offense if any of these are going because I didn't like them. And if you love them, I'm very happy for you, because I never buy a perfume not wanting to love it, and I never buy a perfume hoping that it doesn't work on my skin. But I buy lots to review on this channel and test out and smell that I can't smell in shops. So, I take this risk, and it means I have to declutter, because trust me, I don't have room for as many perfumes as I've got. Every single box in my house that used to have shoes in now has perfumes in. So I really need to get rid of some of this stuff, just for the sake of hopefully my floor's not collapsing on my neighbour downstairs. Anyway, guys, I hope this was fun for you. It was certainly always fun for me to do these. Let me know what you think down below. Bye bye.